across the airstrip and stop on this side of the plane. So literally, they cut us off from the jungle. We never know there's people hidden inside the dump truck. The moment they stop shooting right away. Everybody ran towards the plane, on this side of the plane. They tried to hide underneath the wheels.
Then the congressman ran under the plane, and I sort of followed suit and got behind one of the tires.
All you can hear is a gun pop, pop, pop goes off constantly. We lie flat on the tarmac at that moment. But shortly afterwards, I heard my partner, the cameraman, he yelled, oh. He said he got shot. He was sitting up.
There were people tumbling and yelling and letting out cries as they were hit. I was hit in my arm and wrist.
I felt a tremendous explosion right next to my head. I got a tremendous pain ran through my arm and on my shoulder. I was literally shaking, but I didn't move. I took the pain and hold still.
I was lying on my side, pretending that I was dead, with my head down, and they came and shot me at point blank range. I remember someone coming to me and telling me that Congressman Ryan was dead, but I was at a point where I didn't know how much more time I was going to be alive.
The gun's dead, and all you can hear is one engine was still running, so all you can hear the engine noise, and that's it.
We walked up to the pavilion together with everybody else. It was very quiet, it was very somber, it was very sad, but it wasn't a death march.
The congressman's dead. You think they're going to allow us to get by with this? Must be insane. They'll torture some of our children here. They'll torture our people. They'll torture our seniors. We cannot have this.
He said, well, we got to go. We got to get out of here. We got to go to sleep. Get the solution together.
But we can't live in peace, then let's die in peace.
Maria Katsaris walked up to him and whispered in his ear, and he looked at her and said, is there any way to make it taste less bitter? And she said, no, apparently not. And he said, is it quick? And she said, yeah, it's supposed to be quick.
Anyone that has any dissenting opinion, please speak. When we destroy ourselves, we defeat it. We let them, the enemy, defeat us.
On the last day of Jonestown, Christine Miller stood up and said, I don't want to die here. Why are we going to throw all this away? We've worked too hard.
I look at our babies and I think they deserve to live. I agree. You know? But also they deserve one more, they deserve peace. We all came here for peace. Is it too late for Russia?
She's calling Jim Jones on some of the things that he has promised them that they were going to do. Jim had promised that as an alternative to them dying in Jonestown, that they could go to the Soviet Union.
I've listened to you. You asked me about Russia. I'm right now making a call to Russia. What more do you suggest?
Eventually, the rhetoric ratchets up enough that she is shouted down.
Christine, your life has been extended to the day that you're standing there because of him.
It's when I noticed that there were armed guards that kind of taking positions up around the pavilion. I'm thinking, where did all these guns come from?
Jones came down off the podium and he said, hey, we got to do this. We got to go. That if we don't go this way, we're going to go like this. They were coming taking like newborn babies out of the mother's arms.
Mother, 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 please. Mother, please, please, please. do this. Don't do this. Put down your life with your child, but don't do this.
There was a young kid, his name was Thurman. When he came inside, he bumped into me. At that same time, he's falling to the ground and he's going into convulsion.
Hurry, hurry, my children, hurry. All I say, let's not fall into the hands of the enemy. Hurry, my children. Hurry.
I grabbed the kid from the shoulders up. In that process of taking him out of the pavilion, this kid died in my arms. I just felt the life go out of him. To me, at that point, I knew that this was real.
Die with respect, die with a degree of dignity. There's nothing to death, it's just stepping over in another plane. Don't be this way.
I ain't never used the term suicide, and I'm not gonna never use the term suicide. That man was killing us.
As I walked up to the back of the pavilion, I saw a woman named Rosie on the ground, crying, holding her dead baby. There were maybe 8 or 9 other people who were dying or in the process of dying. Inside, I just wanted things to stop. Please, just let me catch my breath. Let me figure out what's happening here. I looked to my right, and I saw my wife with our son in her arms and poison being injected into his mouth. My son was dead, and he was frothing at the mouth. You know, cyanide makes people froth at the mouth. My wife died in my arms, and my dead baby son was in her arms, and I held her and said, I love you, because that's all I could say. It was like, she died in my arms, man.
Quickly. Where's the vat? Right here, so the adults can begin.
My wife came up to me. She didn't have no tears in her eyes. She just was just in a daze. My mother, my grandmother, my sister, my brother, oh, they gone. You know, she said, just take me, and just lay me down next to my grandmama. And she went up to that Kool-Aid, to that death barrel, and she just didn't hesitate, just took it and drank it, and then told me to hold her, to take her, and I did. And she died in my arms. And once I laid her down, and she told me how she wanted to lay with her grandmother, I at that point knew that I didn't have no reason to be here anymore.
We laid it down. We got tired. We didn't commit suicide. We committed an act of revolutionary suicide, protesting the conditions of an inhumane world.
We were just slaughtered. They were slaughtered. There was nothing dignified about it. Had nothing to do with revolutionary suicide. Had nothing to do about making a statement. It was just senseless waste. Senseless waste and death.
To whomever finds this note, collect all the tapes, all the writing, all the history. The story of this movement, this action, must be examined over and over. We did not want this kind of ending. We wanted to live, to shine, to bring light to a world that is dying for a little bit of love.
I never believed in heaven in my whole life. You know, that's not the way I operated. But when I was in Guyana, when I watched the sunrise and stuff, I actually thought there was a heaven on earth. And now I can't believe in heaven anymore.
There's quiet as we leave this world. The sky is gray. People file by us slowly and take the somewhat bitter